Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Cold Steel 2. We are on the Courageous and we're about to head out into the world and go by a lot of places where there are people and see if there's something new to say. And I think we're gonna start way on top, on the north, working our way down south, where we know in Nevercraven is gonna be one of the side quests that we need to do before heading out towards the shrine. And somewhere in the middle, we have the one at the Oryx Canyon as well. So plenty to do. Let's see how far we can get today. Alright, let's choose a destination.
Want to go?
All the way on top to the lake.
Full speed ahead!
And we'll know if there's something new to say when they all are talking about Celtic. And while we're here, we might try out fishing everywhere as well, because we are looking for places where there are new fish, and I think we've been to almost everywhere. So all the fish we have to get is probably on the case we've already been to, but we can only catch them now because we have the best rod. And this is, I can already see this is different because his parents are looking at how he's riding the horse. I'm pretty sure they're really proud of him.
Ah, we received word about that desert tree here too. Fortunately, it shouldn't have any direct effect on us, given the distance. If you ask me, its appearance is probably linked in some way to what's going on in Crossbell. Much like that weapon that erased Guerrilla Fortress. I can't be sure though. Maybe I'd be able to expand my theory if I could discuss it with a sexy young thing like Emma.
Sorry, but I doubt I'd be much help. We know so little about the tree ourselves. I'll have to pass.
Ah, cruel rejection.
I have no words. I have. Even at his age, he still has some game, that's for sure.
Well, we can worry about Crossbell's situation later. I've explained about the tree to everyone here, so they're all up to speed. But right now, we got neither the time nor the energy to worry about it.
Ooh, I wonder, is there some angle in the north that we could actually see the tree? Would be a cool nod to it, wouldn't it? Now, when we go traveling across the land, we'll have a look everywhere, and if we do see it, we'll make a screenshot of it.
Well, I think you're finally getting the hang of it. That's right, Coton. You're doing great. Try going around one more time.
Good job, Coton. Keep it up just a bit more.
Oh, stay calm. Try to match my breathing with his. Move slowly forward. Hey, I think I'm getting the hang of it.
Yeah, the only thing he needs to do right now is trust himself a little bit more so he can relax a bit more, making it easier as well. But I think he found the perfect partner to train the horse with. Definitely.
Well, it looks like we should be done preparing to move by the end of the day.
We're almost there now.
I'm so glad we're finally going back. We're used to having to move around a lot, but we had to leave in such a hurry that I found myself really wanting to go back. Right, back to getting ready.
You could tell we're getting ready to move by how hectic things are here. We're sending the men out ahead just to make sure everything is safe and ready to go. The rest of us will be heading out tomorrow. Speaking of, I really should be focusing on getting ready. New seasons bring with them the chance to see how they affect the lands we settled in. That's one of the reasons living on the move is so fun, really. Well, I'm sure there are some advantages to it, but I'm more of a stay on one location type of person. If I move around for things, it has to be a pretty darn good reason or person to do so. Alright, anything else here? Yeah, we know there's a North bracelet here, of course. Which, of course, we already have one. Not bad, actually. Ooh. These are the old stuff, isn't it? Yeah, I think so. It's nice of them that they're still being sold here. But I think there might be... Oh no, that's not the older weapons, it's that I customized all weapons that we bought. Yes. Everything we can to be as ready as possible for anything.
The move back to the south seems to be going smoothly. We should have little to worry about on that front.
Oh, shame the same can be said for the future in general. How many more years will this war last?
No one knows the answer to that. But whatever it is, our way of life will not change. Be it 1 year or 10, we will remain Erebonia's neighbors and people who live in freedom.
Oh, that's very true. I pray that the winds and the gods will continue to watch over us and allow us to do so. Oh, worry not for us. On the contrary, it sounds as though something has happened outside that is cause for celebration. The people of North overcome and grow in the face of adversity. So we did during the War of the Alliance, and so will it be now.
Yeah, I think it's a celebration that Kotan is definitely riding a horse right now.
We should be able to complete moving the settlement within the next few days. The end of the war is unlikely to come quite so soon, but still, I pray that it will not be in the distant future.
Yeah, I hope so too. Or at least that will go into like calmer waters, like more of a Cold War type of thing. Alright, no one at the sheep. I wonder if some people are at the old settlement preparing things for when they get back. Oh, the settlement's begun its migration back to the southern region. Charlotte's going to be staying with us again soon too, so we'll have to prepare a little welcome party for her. And there's just so much to do. I'm not sure how I'll find that time for it all. Winds told us that I planned on staying with the settlement for a little while longer. Oh, and should you come back here one day and find us gone, try looking where you first met us. Chances are we'll be there. Yeah, I already engraved it in my mind. I will always be able to find you guys. He's doing it! He's riding a horse! Oh, I can hardly believe my eyes. It does look a little like the horse is doing all the work though. But just being able to stay on is a huge improvement for him. I can't believe he's finally doing it. Oh, I'd given up hope on him learning to ride this year, and then this happens. Our little boy is finally growing up. Huh, I'm getting all emotional now.
You're doing great, Kotan. Keep it up, just a bit more.
Yeah, just like she said, the horse is probably doing all the work, but this is a major step for him to familiarize himself with riding a horse. And once he can do that, he can relax, he'll make strides, definitely. Yeah, really something to be proud of for the boy. Storage room. And our own yurt. Alright, seeing that Gwyn is down here, I'm relatively sure his house will be empty, but we've got to check. And I think all the other townfolk may be at the southern settlement. Do we want to check fishing?
This spot looks perfect for fishing.
It's probably empty, but do we want to refill it? I think I want to refill it once, just to make sure.
Huh.
Come on. Get into my basket.
Not bad.
Yeah, it's way too small to be something new, definitely. Because if there's gonna be something new, it's gotta be big. I wonder if like a master of the lake is here. Like, if not now, then maybe at some point. Come on.
Not what I had in mind.
I think this is the first time we've caught this one here, but the first one, I think, of this kind we've caught in Ymir. So would that mean that Ymir will have all fish, like we theorized before? Oh well, if we find enough U materials, we can make ground
bad.
bait for days, so it's not a waste to try it out. Alright, let's get back to his house. Yeah, like I thought, nobody here. Alright, let's go back to the Courageous and head back to the southern settlement.
Where do you want to go? Full speed ahead!
Oh yeah, we also have the Watchtower. I don't think I've been there in a while as well. Hopefully we haven't missed anything there because of it. Ah, I see horses. That means people too. Have you started moving the settlement back here yet, Dad? Indeed, we're keeping watch in case the situation changes for the worse, but we're slowly moving back. If we sense any danger, however, we're preparing to be on the move again at any time. It's a relief to see that it's safe enough to move back now, though. I can't wait to see things back to how they were. Well, we owe all of that to you. I'm certain that if it was your Crimson Wing which brought us the good wind to us, that would be nice. If doing what we're doing makes people happy and hopeful for the future, then it's worth it. Well, I definitely do agree with you on that one. Just, you can look so far ahead, and even then we can't see anything of the tree. Like I said, would have been a nice touch. Oh, it's been difficult getting this far, but we're finally back to where we belong. It's kind of moving to be finally back. The Highlands may be vast, but each part of them is special, and we get attached to anywhere we spend time at. I've got memories of being trusted with work by Dad or Charles coming by the play. It's hard not to get emotional thinking about it all. It's great to be home. It's really great to be home. Time to put everything I've got into settling things up so everyone else can come back too, including Charles. Right, any more? Ooh, yes. On windy days, on starry nights. Oh, sorry about that. I couldn't help bursting into song. I love putting words together like this. We've had some tough times lately, but I know we've got just as many good ones lined up for us. No matter how old you get, it's always exciting to start life anew. Good on you, Atari. Alright, time to get this yurt set up. We've got all the women and children waiting back at the lake for everything to be ready. Can't make them wait too long. Definitely you can't. Good job, alright. So I'm guessing we're going on to our next location, which would be Zender Gate.
Where do you want to go?
Oh, Watchtower.
Leave it to me!
Again, don't forget about the Watchtower, it's still there. There's a lot of people here, so it's not a big watch, but we still have to try. Manning, we're finally back. Yeah. Hey, man, I didn't think seeing this place would make me feel half this nostalgic. No kidding. It's weird. Back when I was last here, I was complaining about how bored I was, but I really missed this place. At the end of the day, this is just a watchtower in the middle of nowhere. And yet, I'm feeling all nostalgic just being back here again. I don't even know why either. We're back now, so what's there to feel nostalgic about? Lieutenant General Vander has ordered us to take up post here again. I can't believe I'm finally back here. But now that I am, I'm going to do a better job of looking after this place than anyone ever could. Just you watch, Roan. I'll do a better job of looking after this place than anyone else ever could. Yeah. Memories of his old friends. Are they the only two here now? Well, it's not a very busy watchtower, is it? We've got no reason to go inside right now, so better turn back. I wouldn't mind going all the way to the top. Calvert's still there, waiting for us to mess up. Alright. Like I said, there's not much here, but even that little bit of text, I do like it though.
Where do you want to go? Leave it to me!
Because it gives the characters in this world life. Because you see them traveling all over the place, going through their lives like anybody else. Yeah, it's like their own little story inside a bigger one. Welcome to Zender Gate. A scouting party is just about to leave for Heimdallr, actually. You might be able to greet them before they leave. It's almost time for Operation Heimdallr to begin, so our preparations now are crucial. I dread to think of how many lives will be lost. Thinking about being stuck here, unable to do anything while it all just happens. It hurts even to think about. It is painful to think about how my comrades will be risking their lives while I'm stationed here during the operation. No, I shouldn't think that way. No matter where we are, we're all one under Lieutenant General Vander. We'll simply have to fulfill my task while wishing everyone well in theirs. Yeah, and standing guard at the border is an important job too. If anything happens, you'll be on the forefront to warning everyone. And that might save lives one day. Well then, I'll be off now. Good luck. Just make sure not to pick any fights with the Norse soldiers on your way there. Don't worry. I only ever get mad about anything when a chick's involved. That's exactly why I'm worried, sir. Ah, you guys are here too. I'm not gonna be here much longer. I've got business to attend to elsewhere. Hopefully the next time we meet will be in Heimdallr after peace has been won. I truly hope so, Hoover. The role of scouting team is a bit different this time. After arriving, they will go on the surf as a vanguard. Should Tank Officer Hoover and I meet again, it will be a chaotic and bloody battlefield. I don't want to make it sound like this may be our last meeting in this life, but it's a possibility. Still, despite his goofball attitude, he's also a careful, capable soldier. All I can do now is have faith in him. Yeah, that's a good way to look at everything. Stay safe, Sergeant. We'll be counting on you to take care of the gate in our absence. Leave it to me, sir. I look forward to hearing good news from everyone at the front. Well then, I think it's about time we get going. Men with me, may our paths lead to glory. To glory! Lieutenant General Vander's brilliant strategy ability requires accurate information to deliver the best results. That's why we're sending our finest men ahead as a scouting party. It's a dangerous mission, but I'm sure they'll come through for us. I will be praying for their success. So will I. Well, then I think it's time about we get going. Men with me, may our paths lead to glory. Alright. So they are connected to one another. Alright, all the talks have passed here. Yeah, I think they're all getting ready to head over to Heimdallr. Sounds like the scouts are ready to leave. I'm really nervous about this. What if the Norse provincial army goes back on its word? The 3rd Division would be caught in a pincer attack. I mean, they shouldn't, but you really never know. Apparently assessing the likelihood of the provincial army going back on their word is one of the scouts' many tasks. I hope everything works out for them. Yeah, and I really do hope that doesn't happen. Because if you can't trust a noble's word, then how noble are they really? Still nothing new. At least nothing interestingly new. Mr. Hoover came by earlier to say goodbye before heading out. I'm really worried about them all, so I thought he was going to say something reassuring. But he just said really embarrassing stuff like, "Guys are all about breasts, so make sure you drink your milk." Really, Hoover? That is so inappropriate to say to a young girl. Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure he means right. When he gets back, I'm going to make him eat spiciest pizza in the world has ever seen. That'll teach him. I feel stupid for even being worried about him. I'll show him when he gets back. I've decided to send my daughter back to the settlement before the battle over Heimdallr breaks out. When I told her, she said I should go and introduce myself because this will be the 2nd time they've taken care of me. Maybe she's right. Maybe I do have a duty as a father to go and speak with them. It's also the best way to make my position very clear to Toma. Yeah, I think that ship has sailed, Marks. Yeah, they're gonna get together, and he's gonna be like a son to you. I need to make sure Toma knows his place, because I can't have him getting any closer to my daughter. I hope he's ready for what's coming for him. Would be really nice, like in Call of Duty 3 or 4, there's actually confirmation that they got together. Would be really nice. Or in even games further ahead, because Legend of Heroes, it's not done by a long shot, I'm sure. I just hope that we can catch up before new games, so we can play them as they are coming out. That would be awesome. But yeah, still plenty of games to go, because before the end of this one, we'll go to the Crossbow Saga to catch up on the story from that angle. Then we're gonna finish this one with the last few hours once we caught up. And then we're gonna go to Cold Steel 3 and 4. And then we should be caught up, but I think before we get there, I think the next game will probably be already out, like the Reverie one. Wasn't there another one too? I think so. Like I said, there's still so many things for us to play. We shouldn't even worry about it. We just enjoy it. Sorry for all the commotion around here. Preparations for Operation Heimdallr are underway, so everyone's absorbed in that. We'll be up against the provincial army's most elite forces. If we want to come out victorious, we'll need to use all our resources. Xander's Gate is going to be basically empty during the operation though. That'll be a surprising sight if you ever come back then. Yeah, only a skeleton crew, I'm sure of it. Oh yeah, Zeds and Manning have been reassigned to their former mission of taking care of the Watchtower. They left not too long ago, so I'm guessing they probably arrived by now. They've had it pretty rough since this war began, but they managed to make it through and return to their old lives. I'm really happy for them. Yeah, and if someone needs to watch the Watchtower, they're the perfect people for the job. Operation Heimdallr odds of success are unfortunately low. Which side comes out this victorious will largely depend on the final adjustment that we're currently making. We realize how peculiar it is to be using scouts as an advanced force, but no options to be ruled out right now. We need to try every possibility we can to maximize our chances of success. If we want to stand a chance against the Alliance, we can't afford to turn our nose up at any battle strategy. The outcome of this war effectively rests on the success of this operation. We need to pour all of our resources into it. That we definitely should. I imagine you're already aware of this, but Operation Heimdallr is currently in the final stages of its planning. We're sending our most elite scouting units to the area in preparation for it. While the Azure Tree is certainly a pressing matter, our best course of action for now is to focus on ending this war. We can turn our eyes to that later. Well, we're definitely looking at this war coming to an end with an all-out battle over Heimdallr then. That's right. We're looking at a matter of days before it begins. We have precious little time left, so be sure to use what time you do have wisely. The outcome of this war being decided over an all-out battle for Heimdallr is inevitably at this point. While I can appreciate that this news may weigh heavily on your mind, try to focus on the task at hand. Yeah, I do get a feeling that once the fight over Heimdallr is done, that a bigger threat will arise. This might also signal the return of Osborne, which I still believe fully will come back at some point. I don't know why, it's just a feeling I have. Because it would fit with the type of story that's being told here that we've seen in other JRPGs as well. So I really do wonder if I'm gonna be right about that. But like I said before, there's only one way to tell, and that is by moving forward with the games. Alright, that's Xander's Gate. Damn, we're moving very fast through all the areas. What's next?
Where do you want to go?
Let's see. We've been to Erebonia. Ooh, Roar. That's of course a very big place. And let's go to the Iron Mine.
Leave it to me!
Shouldn't be a lot of people here, but at least a few. And since our side is now in control of this side, I wonder if things are different. Sounds like the rival group slowly beginning to stabilize. Here in Roar, that's good news for everyone. Still, with exports and weapons manufacturing on hold, they're not using as much iron and steel as they used to. Which means less work for us. It feels like we've got a lot more free time now than we ever had before. Which is not necessarily a bad thing. But here I was thinking that if the Alliance doesn't have this sort of resource anymore, then we can use it for our side, right? making new weapons for ourselves. Because what if we would get soul dust too? At least a few.
How's our Lady Angelica doing?
I've got fond memories of when she used to work with us, but you should have seen our faces when we heard who she really was. Nobody ever suspected that the diligent young man we took on as a part-timer was actually Marquis Rockner's daughter. Even so, she still felt like one of us, if you know what I mean. Still does. There's something magnetic about her. You won't find many people who can draw others out like that. Yeah, we like that about her too. So approachable for a noble. No matter who she is or what she does, Lady Angelica's always one of us in my book. Whether they'll say that out loud or not, I know all the other guys here are with me on that one. So we're all wishing her the very best. Hope she's doing okay with you guys. I'm sure she will be.
Here your kids played a big part in Duke Albray's arrest. Nice work. Bet the old Duke never expected a bunch of students would bring him to justice. After the first big thing you did, we figured you just got lucky. But keeping breaking them up like this, and it starts to feel like the courageous really is the Erebonian people's only hope.
Yeah, and that's the detail, isn't it? That we are fighting not for an army, we are fighting for its people. As long as that is clear, we're doing the right thing.
Hee-ho! Hee-ho! Well, gotta hurry on home to see Celine and Todd. Can't do that without putting the work in first though. One side, people, come on through.
Yeah, he's really happy that he's able to go home whenever he needs to. Dick's always been an aggressive type, but he's been showing that side more than ever lately. Even the chief had him sit down and have a talk about it. I don't know what he said, but he seemed to have done the trick. He calmed down and come back to focusing on work now. Phew, it's a big weight off my shoulders, I tell you. It's kind of hard to focus on work when people around you are all worked up about something. So seeing Dick back to his old self, happy self again, is a big weight off my shoulders. Yeah, that way he doesn't have to be a dick about it. Alright, let's see how he's doing. Well, I've been pretty aggressive lately, sure, but then the chief called me over and told me a story. He said that back before this mine was owned by the Emperor in the Middle Ages, there used to be wars over the iron here. Armed assailants would come to steal the iron and the hothead miners resist. And a lot of them, at the time, ended up dead. That's when it hit me. I don't stand a chance in hell against those Jaegers. I just end up the same way. Yet there was me, all full of myself and causing the chief no end of worry. Oh yeah, apparently the one who made the mine the property of the Imperial family was Emperor Drykel. Ever since he did, the miners here have been able to do their jobs in peace. I had no idea, but I never tried to learn either, and I just ended up causing the chief all these problems in my ignorance. Okay, so he had a really stern talking to that if you don't want to make mistakes in the future, you should remember your past. Which is of course very true for a lot of us. Ooh, have you ever been in this area? Maybe. When we were invading the mine. Yeah. But it's not an area we've been to a lot. Something you need here? I don't know why else you'd come here otherwise. It's not like there's anything really interesting to see. Unless you want to work here like Angelica did? If you want to work here, we'd be happy to hire you. It ain't gonna be easy though, you better be ready. This would be a perfect place to have like a chest here or a person that gives you a gift. Easily missable. The door is locked. Not that I'm saying that a game should have easy missable stuff, but it would feel rewarding if you then find it. Alright, let's go to war and make a start at the town as well. I don't know if we'll be able to finish it
Where do you want to go?
Today, but if we do, I'm pretty confident that we'll have the rest of the map done by the next episode, including maybe the side quests. And also, so far, we haven't seen any other students around, so it could be that we finally found them all. Most of the factories in town are back in operation. Great news, huh? All we need to do now is get back into exports again. That's probably too much to hope for with the current climate though. I mean, we are still at war. The military factories in town are still inactive. The town's crawling back towards normalcy, but I suppose nothing's really going to be normal until this war actually ends. Our place is about back at full working capacity now. We're getting ore in from the mine, trouble-free thanks to the chairman too. Looks like to me like the war will be over in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Our place is back to full working capacity now. We're getting ore in, yeah, it's the same. Well, our factory is back in business again too, but we're still at war. The economy isn't great by any stretch, and there's no guarantee that the town won't end up occupied again. The more I think about it, the more depressed I get. Yeah, but it will come to an end at some point, for better or worse.
Welcome, welcome. Can I interest you in any of our new orbital products? Now that the factories are starting to resume regular operations, we've got plenty in stock to choose from. Please, feel free to look around. We've had issues even keeping things in stock for so long now. We need to rake in some cold hard cash to cover our losses. So please, let me know if there's anything you're interested in.
Well, I don't know if that's the best way to start a sale, by saying, ha, we need money, so please buy something for us. These days, ornaments are a completely indispensable part of our daily lives. That's why it's a relief to finally having a steady supply of them coming in to sell again. It's proving impossible to get goods out to our stores in the west though. I can hardly imagine what conditions must be like over there. It is very worrying. Sure, there are Reinford factories in the west, but I think those have been churning out soldat units full time. Knowing that, I can't help but be concerned by how things are over there. Well, one day we'll see. I'm pretty sure of that. Yeah, no monster horse here either. Not even a way to click on it. No, you can't even think about going to the station.
Welcome to our store. We got loads of fresh food in stock and ready for you to buy. Now that the trains are running and the roads are open for trucks again, it's a lot easier to get stock. I'm not the only one who's happy. All of the factory workers are thrilled to be back at work. I'm so glad we're neutral now. It's a gradual process, but it's plain to see the cities going back to the way it was before the war broke out. It's much more like the war I know and love.
Yeah. And of course the confirmation that Roar is neutral, which might be a reason why they're not using iron from the mine to build soldats for our side, because they want to remain neutral in the war at least, for now. If the Heimdallr attack fails, things might change, but maybe we can have a hand in that.
Oh, what's this? I hear about you Thor's kids fighting to get your academy back? I can't blame you, not after what I've heard about the way they took the place over. So go out there and show them what's for. You do what you have to in order to take that place back. I'll be cheering you on all the way. By the way, how's little Linda? Doing well? Ah, good. Ain't much I can do for you kids, but you've always got my support. So if you got the chance to take back that academy of yours, don't let it get away.
Hey. Even if it's just emotional support like this, I'll take it. Because knowing people are on our side feels like we're doing the right thing. Alright. I heard the 3rd Armored Division has finally started heading south. We might be neutral now, but the North Provincial Army has never quite gotten along with them. I hope there won't be any trouble. Well, I hope so too. The North Provincial Army has been beaten many a time by Lieutenant General Vander and his men. I hope that no trouble breaks out while the 3rd Armored Division is on the move. Now, at some point we do have to have faith that they will keep their word. The factories are finally starting to produce things again, even if they're a little slower than they used to be. For good reason, of course. There's a limit on how much we can ship out. No point in making more than necessary. Then there's the whole situation along the western side of the country. No one really knows what's happening over there. Yeah, there will probably be a whole set of games that will tell us the story about that. There was a lot of work to do after the hijacking, but it's finally come to an end. Phew, when I think about how all our passengers were safe and unharmed, it makes all the effort worth it. We'll have to be more vigilant though. No one wants that incident repeated. Airliner service should resume shortly. We apologize for any inconvenience this interruption in service may have caused. Yeah, I think 99% of the people respect the fact that wartime just messes things up. Phew, finally finished up maintenance on this ship. She's lucky her hull wasn't damaged. Well, lucky as a ship that got hijacked can be anyway. She'll be back in her air in no time. It is one thing after another these days. I guess that makes sense given the war and all, but there was that thing with Kelding not too far back though, right? You know, the really awful one? When's this gonna end? See, and it's good to know that news about Kelding is spreading everywhere. It is terrible what happened, but if normal people learn about what happened, maybe they can start making an effort from their side to end this war too. Well, everything related to the hijacking is sorted out now. There's a blessing. Takes me back though. A couple of years ago there was an airliner hijacking in Liberal too. It ended up ballooning into quite the incident. Even the Royal Army got involved in trying to find the damn thing. Come to think of it, the Sky Bandits were Erebonian too. I wonder what they're up to these days. I heard they've returned a new leaf and run a delivery service, but who knows? Yeah, they are. Which I do hope we'll get to see them again someday. Maybe in the Crossbell Saga or in Cold Steel 3 and 4. Because if they run a delivery system all over the place, we're bound to at least see something of them. Even if it was just like in an airport like this and in the distance we'd see their ship. Because it's such a unique one. It would be amazing. I would probably go wild about it. Alright, let's get back. Still many places to see in this town. Alright, let's go back to the bar first.
Where the heck is Locomo? I was gonna ask him to play with me today, but there's no sign of him. Where is he?
Well, he's probably... I think I found him.
Toddy? Wait, you're not Toddy. Sorry, but I'm busy playing hide and seek with Toddy right now. I wonder when he'll fight me. I can't wait to show him how good I am at hiding.
Yeah, because he doesn't even know you're playing hide and seek, so yeah, it's gonna be a while before he finds you.
Oh, whenever there's trouble anywhere,
You want to go teach someone a lesson.
besides, the hijacking has been sorted out already. So just calm down, okay?
What? Someone hijacked an airliner? How could anyone threaten innocent civilians like that? I'm gonna have to teach them a lesson they won't forget. What? Yeah, we already dealt with that. You're a grown man. Grown men don't try to fight everyone who's involved in every news story I hear. Come on, we got work to do. You know, back inside your diner? Let me guess, the miner is still working behind the bar. War is almost back to the way it used to be. Unfortunately for those of us here in the Reinford group though, our factories in Western Erebonia are under Alliance control. So while they might not be able to keep their soldiers in our backyard, they're still gonna be keeping making them. Which means that this war, until this war is brought to an end, things will never be back to normal for the Reinford group. Well, we have to keep on hope that at some point, someday, it will all be back to normal. Or at least a new kind of normal. Yep, that's right. I'm manning the counter today too. I swear, this is getting ridiculous. Yuna, you can stop using me like I'm some sort of servant anytime now.
Sorry, I'm a little busy right now. I'll come and take over once you're willing to pay your tab off though. So how about it?
I guess I can stay and help a little.
Damn it, she's always using that tab as a weapon to keep me in line. This better count towards paying it off.
Well, if you did pay it off, maybe you wouldn't have to work here anymore? Just an idea, though. Alright, let's go to the second level. See if Jackass has something to say to us. Radio broadcasts from the capital end up censored by the Alliance, so you have to take what they say with a grain of salt. The same goes for the Imperial Chronicle. It makes it impossible to know what's really going on across the country. I've heard scary rumors about the fighting in the west, but are any of them true? I wish there was somewhere we could find the truth about what's going on. Well, who knows? Maybe a pirate broadcast will arise amidst the ashes and give the people some real news.
Oh, hey, just the folks I wanted to see. I got something I want to talk to you about.
Well, that's kinda ominous, and not very like you.
Suppose not. But basically, Irina left something with me, you see?
Wait, this is... Wow, that's one nice pocket watch. So you recognize it, Alyssa? I do. It was a gift my father made for my mother. He always liked putting his engineering knowledge to work and making things like this. It's ridiculously accurate too. All these years and it's not even 1 second off. Mother's used it since the day he gave it to her too. Not that she'd ever mentioned that. That is really something. It must be really important to her too then. I guess you could say that. Which is why I'm kinda wondering why she gave it to Jackass.
Well, the damn thing's busted. Irina brought it over to me when Reinford's lab weren't up to the task of fixing the thing. Not that's a big surprise. Your old man stuff was always way above the level of your average mechanic. So she came to me as a last resort. Said if I couldn't fix it, then it wasn't a big deal though.
She said what?
Oh, I swear. Anyway, now that you're here, what you say to helping me fix it?
Well, I'm sure Alyssa would want to help out with this, but what should we do? Fix that watch, 100%. Cause that would definitely give Rean some browning points, that's for sure. Sounds good to me. We've got some time. Are you sure? I mean, I really appreciate it, but no worries. I'm curious about this. If it's a memento of your father, we could hardly refuse. But with that decided, what would you like us to do?
Simple. Some stuff in here is broken. You need to get some replacements. You can't find them in any old store though. Getting what you need ain't gonna be easy, so are you up for it?
Now you tell us. Still, we're not going back out after we've agreed to help anyone. I can't believe she doesn't care whether it's fixed or not. I don't think it's about if that she doesn't care, but she knows it's really a very complicated piece of hardware. If no one can fix it, there's no need to worry about it. She at least got the item itself. She's not saying that he can throw it away if he can't fix it. Yeah, a little bit more context would be nice, Alyssa. Well, even if she doesn't, I do, and I'll get it fixed. That'll show her.
Well, it looks like I don't got nothing to worry about then. So let me tell you what you're gonna need. First up's a Type 4 pressure regulator.
Sorry, but what's a Type 4 pressure regulator?
Well, as the name implies, it's a device that regulates orbital pressure.
Type 4 are both very small and very powerful. And very rare for that matter. I think we probably have the best chance of finding one at the research facility. Research facility, huh? Well, we might be able to get one within the city at least.
Next up is a special alloy sheet. I'm talking really thin one too. Told your regular mechanics were no match for your old man.
A special alloy sheet? What in the world would be used for that? Well, father was nothing if not playful with his designs. He really enjoyed what he did. But finding something like that here in the city seems like a long shot. Such an iron mine on the other hand, well, we should be able to talk to the mine chief over there. Let's pay him a visit as soon as we find the time.
And last but not least is the heart of the watch. It's micro oscillator. Only problem with this one is, it ain't here. I can even tell you what kind he used. Any kind of oscillator will probably do the trick, but it might not be quite as accurate.
Oh, that won't be good enough. You don't even have the slightest idea what he might have used? If it's not as accurate as it used to be, it's hardly going to feel like we repaired it at all.
Ah, I gotcha. But I really don't have a clue.
Can we talk to Gwyn, maybe? Because he seems very knowledgeable.
And something tell me you don't either.
Sorry, I wish I did. What if... Well, if neither of you... Why don't we go try asking Gwyn? He might have an idea. Oh, that's a pretty good idea, actually.
How about that? We might be able to get this repaired up to snuff after all. So, once more for good measure, I need a Type 4 pressure regulator, a special allo sheet, and a micro oscillator. Gather them up and bring them here and I'll fix them, watch, right up for you.
In that case, we're off.
We'll be back with all the supplies before you know it.
Nice. A nice old, good old hidden quest. Alright, so that means we have one place in the city where we haven't been to yet. We have to go back to Gwyn. And we gotta go to the iron mine, which we also been to yet. Okay, that is good. But for now, I'm gonna leave the episode here. Next time we're gonna do the upper floor of Roar, including the research facility. And after that, we're gonna finish up the quest by going to Gwyn and the session mine for the stuff that we need from there. And I'm pretty sure Gwyn won't have it, but he probably know how we can get the right oscillator. So we're gonna be handling that as well. But for now, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time as we continue with our tour of the world, doing any quest we come across. See you then. Bye bye.